Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart Page here. Welcome sa panibagong episode. Shout out to all the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, let's talk about some of the reasons why you should invest your money. So, number one reason is to fight, beat, or match inflation. Investing is our hedge against inflation. And if you're investing money, you're trying to protect the buying power of your money or your capital. Inflation is the rate of increase in prices over a given period of time. And dito sa Philippines, currently, yung inflation rate natin or yung CPI is at 6.4%. Inflation is typically a broad measure, such as the overall increase in prices or the increase in the cost of living in a country. Inflation is the rate at which prices for goods and services rise. The most commonly used inflation indexes are the Consumer Price Index or the CPI and the Wholesale Price Index. Inflation can be viewed positively or negatively depending on the individual viewpoint and rate of exchange. So a common question is, why is there inflation in the first place? Inflation is actually good if it's maintained on a healthy level. So around 2% or below is the consensus number for a healthy inflation. A healthy inflation is a good indicator for a country's economy. More demand in turn triggers more production to meet that demand. Inflation also makes it easier on debtors who repay their loans with money that is less valuable than the money they borrowed. This encourages borrowing and lending, which again increases spending on all levels. So that is very good for the economy. If the inflation is on a healthy or acceptable level, then it's much easier to borrow money since interest rates will be tame. And right now, mataas yung interest, hindi naman ganun kataas, but tinataasan ng BSP and ng US Fed yung interest rates to combat yung inflation. Kasi masyadong mataas yung inflation. 6.4% is really high. And pagpunta pa tayo sa inflation sa United States, nung June, nasa 9.1% sila. Then for July, nasa, I can't remember, 8.7% if I'm not mistaken. And on the flip side naman, it's not good to have the opposite of inflation, which is deflation. Deflation can be considered bad for a nation as it can signal a downturn in an economy, leading to a recession or a depression. Deflation is usually associated with a contraction in the supply of money and credit. But prices can also fail due to the increased productivity and technological progress. Deflation incentivizes people to hoard cash because they can buy relatively more with a dollar in the future than now. Or sa case natin, yung currency is PHP or Philippine Peso. This has negative feedback loops that can lead to economic depression. Then number two reason is for extra income. One goal of investing is getting returns from your capital or your initial investment. When investing in stocks, one way to earn money is for you to buy low and then sell high later on. Another way to earn from stocks is through dividend investing or from dividends that are being paid out to the stockholders from the company. This is a form of a passive income. For me, I like dividend income more than capital appreciation. My priority is to invest and dividend-paying stocks, reinvest the dividends back to the company, and if the stock prices rise, it's just a consolation prize for me. Again, my priority is investing in dividend-paying stocks. Kasi that is an additional capital for me to invest in the future. The number three reason for you to invest is to learn something new. Financial literacy is a process. You have to learn about saving. You have to manage your money. You have to create a budget. You have to track your income and expenses, and eventually you have to invest your money. Growing your capital and building your wealth is also a process, and investing is an essential part of it. You have to understand how money markets work and how capital markets work. And kung papipiliin ka between money market or capital markets, that would really depend sa risk appetite mo. So kapag low risk ka and risk averse ka na in type of investor, then probably money markets is mas okay sa'yo, isang money market fund. And then kapag naman kaya mo mag-take on ng mas mataas or mas malaking risk, then you can go for capital markets, bonds, stocks. You can use free online resources at first and try reading books about investing. And in some way, this is also investing since you're investing in your knowledge. And in essence, learning something new. And then the last one, number 4 reason, is to ready ourselves for retirement. And if you're fortunate enough, you can achieve financial independence. We can trust the government to take care of us when we are old and when we're about to retire. We can't do that. And contrary to popular old belief, we shouldn't put the burden on our children to take care of us when we're old. Not saying that they can't, because if they're willing, then of course they can, but we can't force them to do it. I've seen and heard a lot of stories about parents making their children as their retirement fund. It doesn't work that way. As part of the younger generation, we should break the chain or the cycle and start becoming more financially responsible and accountable. And we owe that to ourselves. And another thing that I want to touch on is personally, yung apat na yun is, you can say that those are my reasons kung bakit ako nag-invest. And I just want to add on another like appeal of investing for me. Kasi if you think about it, if meron kang dividend yield na around, sabihin natin 5%, no? Na yun yung net mo after taxes. Again, we go back to my example previously and my personal goal of building a dividend portfolio worth 10 million pesos. That will give me around 500,000 pesos every single year if meron akong ganong portfolio sa mga dividend-paying stocks. And kapag nagbayad ka ng taxes, so kahit sabihin natin, net mo is 500k. But of course, if magbabayad ka ng tax na 10% sa dividend income mo or sa dividend payment sa'yo nung company or nung stock na binili mo, then that will amount to 450,000 pesos. And 450,000 pesos a year is a good amount of money. It's a big amount of money para sa, kumbaga, cost of living here in the Philippines. And if you can have that kind of income without you actually doing anything, it's a form of passive income because it's dividends coming from the companies or the stocks that you've invested in. So that is passive income. Wala kang kailangan gawin pero babayaran ka nila kasi naka-hold ka dun sa mga stocks nila. And they're paying you back for investing in their company, in their stocks. So think about that. Kahit nasabihin natin na over the years, yes, you're building your career, you're climbing the corporate ladder, or you're building your own business for yourself. Yes, may income ka pa rin doon, may active income ka. But it's also nice to have a passive income. Na you don't have to give or exert more effort para bayaran ka for that passive income. So yeah, it's something that you should think about. And again, yun nga yung main appeal para sa akin. Kasi in the future, like sabihin natin, I'm in my 30s or I'm closer to like 40 or nasa 40s na ako sabihin, no? And dun ko pala nakuha yung 10M na goal. I mean, I don't really mind. Kasi at that point, I'm not sure where I am. I'm not even sure if I'm still here in the Philippines or kung nasa Luzon, nasa Metro Manila pa rin ako, kung lumipat na ba ako sa ibang region sa Philippines or lumipat na ako sa ibang bansa. But yeah, still that is my goal. And at that age and having that kind of income is gonna be really helpful, no? And especially kapag may mga uncertainty, no? Kasi for example, nagput up ako ng business in the future, in the next 10 years, I built that, and eventually, na-bankrupt yung business na yun. So, saan ako ano yung kumbaga plan B ko? So, kumbaga parang cushion of safety, no? Yung investing sa mga dividend stocks na to. Kasi kahit na mawala yung trabaho, kahit na mawala yung business, mag-fail yung business, yung mga startup na gagawin in the future, I can fall back dun sa income na binibigay sa akin ng mga dividends na binabayad sa akin ng mga companies na yun. Ayan, that's basically it. I hope that this video helped you out and I hope na may natutunan kayo. And then natin yung episode here. Kung bago kayo sa channel ko, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell para wala mo miss out sa mga uploads ko every single day. You may follow me sa mga social media platforms ko. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at MNPSPH. Thanks again for watching and listening, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you on the next episode. Always remember, be Peso smart.